What's up, party people? I was learning a cool tune this morning, actually relearning a tune called Whirlpool by the Volcanoes. It's a surf rock tune, and the outro to that tune is something really cool that I wanted to show you guys. What it is it's an E Phrygian dominant scale, kind of pedaled off the open E string. So what the Phrygian dominant scale is basically the fifth mode of a harmonic minor scale. So in this case, it would be based off of the fifth scale tone of the A harmonic minor scale, and that would be the root. So what's the A harmonic minor scale? Well, the A harmonic minor scale is just an A minor scale with a raised seventh. So in this case, that would be the notes A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A. So what we're doing is we're taking that and we're making it the fifth mode of that scale. So if we started on the fifth of that scale, that would be the E note. So the notes starting from E would be E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E. But instead of playing the scale in that position, we're going to take it and we're going to base it off of the low E string. So we're going to do the same notes, except we're just going to start on the open E. So what we have there, we're going to do an ascending first, and then we're going to do a descending. So ascending, we have E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that one more time. So we have E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E. And we can continue that up into the next octave, just doing 12 frets higher, what we did before. So, for instance, from that 12th fret, our next note would be the 13th fret F, and then we can continue to the 16th fret G sharp and the 17th fret A. So all that together would look like this. Kind of reach for that last note. Now let's take that same scale, but we're going to do it descending, and this time we're going to move it up to the high E string. So it's the exact same notes, except we're going down, and we're doing it on the first string instead of the sixth string. So what we have now would be A, G sharp, F, E, D, C, B, A, G sharp, F, E. And to get the lick that I played at the beginning of the video, all we're going to do is we're going to alternate between those scale tones and then 3 open E notes. So that's called a pedal point lick. So that would be something like this. So just straight 16th notes. Okay, so while I was messing around with that this morning, a question popped into my mind. I thought, what would we call it if we took that same scale and then we sharped the D? Or we raise the D by a half fret, or a fret rather. So that would be something like this. We'd have E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D sharp, E. Now listen to how that scale sounds if I just play it with a slightly different rhythm. What's that remind you of? That's the first part of the riff of Miserlou. So this scale is the scale that Dick Dale used in Miserlou, and it's like the Phrygian dominant, except it has that raised D. All the other notes are the same. I didn't really know the name of that scale, so I typed it into my search bar and I found out. And I learned something new today, so I wanted to share that with you. That's called the Byzantine scale. So a Byzantine scale is just a Phrygian dominant with a raised seventh. It's also called the double harmonic scale. So to review what we've learned here, let's look at those two back to back. So we have the Phrygian dominant, which is the notes E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D natural, B. Now we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to raise that D to a D sharp. So we have E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D sharp, E. And that's our Byzantine scale, or we could call it the double harmonic scale. So anyway, let me go back to that first lick one more time, just to wrap up on that, and then we'll call it a day. So that was a... One more time slow. A, G sharp, F, E, D, C, B, A, G sharp, F. Phrygian dominant scale. Hope you guys get some mileage out of that, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo.